Your state's charter school renewal policies and procedures must be included as you plan to organize and operate a public charter school. Your charter renewal plan should be in effect the first day your charter school begins operations. The formal charter renewal process typically starts about 2 years before your charter expiration date. Your board of directors and the charter school administrator should study your state's renewal rubric and become familiar with it early. You should run your charter school like every year is a renewal year. Your state publishes a charter renewal policy and procedure that will provide you with the objective standards required to be met to obtain renewal. Typically, each state provides for varying levels of renewal or years that charters will be extended based upon your charter school falling within specific published criteria. Each state typically publishes a charter school renewal timeline. You should take the time to get a copy of it and review it with your board and school administrator as early as possible. Usually about 2 years from the date of the charter's expiration, the charter school will prepare and submit a self-study. The self-study will typically include your original charter goals set out in the original charter application, along with your presentation of the school's achievements as compared to the goals originally set forth in the original charter application and any charter amendments that were approved after the original charter was adopted. The self-study will include information on governance, student enrollment, school academic performance, compliance issues, finances, and other specific matters. Essentially, you will report whether you did what you said you were going to do in the original charter application. The state's renewal team will receive your self-study and subsequently gather your school's compliance history from the state education agency's internal departments, such as their Student with Disabilities Division, their division that deals with Title I, their division that deals with finances, and all other areas of operation of the school. This team will review your charter's annual audits and other financial reports and your school's published school report card. They will review any complaints that are brought against your school, including the outcomes. All this information gathered will be compiled into a charter school renewal report. The charter school renewal report will typically include any findings that require corrective action. How efficiently the state runs its renewal operations will likely determine how much of a window of time you have to complete all corrective actions, if any, prior to a final charter renewal decision being made. The window could be very short, so you need to pay special attention to the timeline. Ultimately, the renewal team will make a recommendation regarding charter renewal. The renewal rubric will identify specific criteria to be met to receive, for example, a 10-year, 7-year, 5-year, 3-year, or no renewal. The renewal criteria may include a comparison of your school's academic numbers as compared to the local school district or a local school within the local school district, depending on what's required under the policy. The renewal criteria may include information on whether your school has had clean audits for a certain number of years. It may include the extent to which your charter school complied with federal, state, and local laws, policies, and procedures. It may examine whether your school operated in compliance with its own bylaws and the approved charter. Your board has the power to control the outcome of charter renewal by planning ahead and making sure that you operate the school in a manner that allows you to document compliance within the criteria set forth in the state's renewal rubric. The process will vary from state to state, so educate yourself on the specific requirements in your state.